moment and just review this, and then we'll fire up. And one thing, if I were you guys, I'd look.
Go through.
Okay, we're not going yet.
Yeah, I just glance for the changes that you've made in writing, because all
Are
the.
we going?
Yeah, we can go.
Are we reconvening?
Yep. Okay. All right, the time is 8:39 on August 12th, 2019. We are the Grand County Change in Form of Government Study Committee meeting at a special meeting. We're reconvening. Again, the time is 8:39, and we are reviewing the recommendation and report provided by the Grand County Change in Form of Government Study Committee. Before you now is a clean version with the edits. One thing that you would like to look for, all of the red edits that you saw in your previous packet, those were already entered into the word processor. So the notes and changes that you made in writing that were not previously there would probably be the most important thing to glance for. So I will focus on looking for those. So in my notes, the first written change that I have is on page 3 at the Grand Center Open House. We changed the word interest to support. Apart from that, I have no other written notes.
I've got a typo across here on page 2. The third paragraph that starts, the study committee shall file. You go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And the sentence ends at the next county election, period, dash, small I, F.
Nope, that should be dropped down to a different, it should be a different,
It needs to be a new paragraph.
Oh, crap.
that's, you have to press
ruin
it.
our spacing.
Yep.
It needs-
It just needs to be dropped down. New paragraph.
Okay. Good catch, Bob. Very good.
Anything else that we've got?
Very good catch.
Oh, I'm glancing for the big written changes.
So that was page 3.
Okay, if we go to page 4, under Spanish Valley Open House, paragraph 2, we changed 3 and 9 members to 3 or 9 members. The paragraph below it, we have part-time status that wasn't there before, and full-time status. Under Castle Valley Open House, the word choice was added after next. Cricket.
It's been fixed, but you didn't say it, but the line above that, we changed that from about to approximately.
Oh, I'm sorry. About approximately. Okay. On, again, under Castle Valley Open House, 3 paragraphs in, we've got part-time status was preferred and full-time status. We've added status.
First sentence has choice under next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then going to the 4th of July booth event, 3rd paragraph in, we've added status twice. Any other changes that people have in their notes on page 4?
Committee's a lot of status.
Okay. Moving to page 5, under other surveys, we added the word most after the word next on the first paragraph under other surveys. Paragraph below that begins with part-time status, we've added the word status after part-time status, full-time status, but we left for part-time.
Yep.
Should we have status after part-time? A mixture
think
came
you
in
need it.
second with less than half the support. Yes. So it's it'll either read a mixture came in second place with less than half support for the part-time or part-time
Or
status.
part-time.
For part-time or for part-time status.
Part-time's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Okay, we'll leave that. The next change, we are going down to number of governing body members. We have deleted, we went the opposite way. We've added members into both. Before we took members out, but then we just added both of them back in. Doesn't matter.
I think it's fine.
Okay. Then under voting technically has a space before voting by districts
that.
versus at large.
Wait.
Extra space in front of voting by districts versus at large.
Just
Oh, on the
voting.
margin. Got it.
And then we've deleted the S off districts in that. Same paragraph. We've changed the word to report on in-person interviews from previously in-person interviews. Any other changes on page, well, there's one other change on page 5 because we've added a comma after Salt Lake County Deputy District Attorney on the second to last paragraph on page 5 of the clean version.
Yes.
Okay. I have no other changes there, and honestly, on our previous page 6, we've got no other written changes. We're just looking at, there's going to be no hyphen
We got
on the
that.
third dot.
Yep, it's done.
Okay.
And we added, instead of it just saying general summary,
Mhm.
since it was just specific to the in-person interviews, we thought we better
General
clarify.
summary of in-person interviews.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other written changes on page 6? Seeing none, we'll move to page 7. This is going to be comprised of half of bullets, half of findings. I don't have any written changes.
And we got rid of new in the last bullet.
Right, but that was one of the red lines.
Yeah.
Right. And we've added 2019, capitalize the D in deputy, add the last sentence.
Yep.
Okay, looking at forms. For those numbers 1 through 5, I have no changes. Any other changes to page 7 of our clean version? Seeing none, we'll move on to page 8, the last full page. Here we wanted to make sure page 4 was deleted. The text, I think, is larger than, the text for the numbers is larger than the standard text.
Got it. 1 through 3.
Huh? 1 through 3, yeah, they're just a little bit bigger text size.
Got it.
And then if we wanted to, we could pull conclusion up a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. And that's all the changes that I have.
Under conclusion, we changed expresses its appreciation
Oh,
to
you're right,
study
sorry.
committee appreciates.
You're right. Yep, that was the last one.
So I have
wait.
Oh,
one,
wait,
two,
we want to get a clean copy, don't we?
One,
Final clean?
two,
Those are small enough changes. I think I can go with
Whatever you guys want. Either way, you gotta stick around to sign it. That's okay. Great.
We've got, there's one thing. District.
we can go change it right now and just
Can
have
we
one
change it while
clean
you,
copy.
before you call, or what do you want to do?
He's on there.
He's on here. Well, I'm waiting for a motion.
I
Well,
move that we accept the recommendation and report Grant County change in form of government study committee with the corrections we just made.
okay. So we've got a motion before us to adopt the recommendation and report with changes as of August 12th, 2019 at 8:47 p.m. and has been seconded by Cricket Green. And that we will deliver the document to the county council staff and the clerk auditor with attachments, with the optional plan. I think that's what you said, Mr. Deb.
That's what I said.
Exactly. We've got Cricket Green as the second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote on it. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Passes unanimously 7-0.
7-0.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dave.
No, wait.
Oh wait, hang on, here's Cricket. Okay, so
As soon as we sign.
we will execute those changes, print out the final copy, and we'll stick around to sign it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Does anyone want to motion to take a 5-minute recess, but might be longer?
Do you want a recess, or
Okay,
can you adjourn?
Okay.
You just adopted it.
we can adjourn.
The rest is administrative, just sign it.
Have we signed it?
We don't have to do
will
it
sign
in open
it.
meeting.
We're going to sign it,
Okay.
but it'll only take
All right, closing out, there's no public hearings, no possible action items, no future, well, the only other future consideration is our next meeting date would be on August 23rd at noon. Okay, so August 23rd at noon is our next meeting date.
Okay.
If there is a problem or something in the interim, you will find out via email.
You all will need to let me know what you want to have on that agenda.
I would probably put, the only thing that would be on the agenda would be public outreach, planning public outreach, and put it on for possible action.
That could be a quick one.
That could hopefully be.
Do you want anything on that VIP, that voter information pamphlet?
I think that's.
It
Right.
is theirs, but you all could do the pro statement, he said. Do you want to do it, or?
He said, yeah, we'll
No?
maybe leave that up to him if he has, if he wants to reach out to us. I think we
He
might.
has reached out to you. He's asking, do you guys
He
want
is
to do
asking
it?
for our help.
Say that.
He did say, yeah.
He
You
said-
guys could. That's his way of saying, do
Is
you
there
want to?
anyone?
Please.
Chris has asked if one of us or a subcommittee of us would be willing to write up the statement. Does anyone have a grand desire to write up the statement
Of support?
in support?
It's pro.
Pro.
How soon do we need it?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know.
At least not for 5 weeks.
Well, let's wait until we have Jeremy to see if he wants to go.
That's fair. That's fair. So we'll put that on.
Or we'll all come with our ideas.
We'll put that on.
Possible action.
Possible action. Anything else?
Anybody could go on and do some proposed drafts.
Well, a report does most of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other future considerations? Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Seeing none, we'll go to closed session. There are none. Any motions to adjourn?
I motion.
Cricket. Cricket motion to adjourn. Walt Dabney is second. All in favor?
And what time is it?
Aye. 6:4. 8:51 p.m. August 12th, 2019, and we're done.
Okay, please don't leave.
We're not, I'm gonna walk around.
I gotta do all my
We-
stuff. Hold on.
We beat our previous record by 10 minutes.
We're doing better.
No,
Come
we
on.
did longer.
Bob stuck it out, except for he has to ride uphill in the dark.
Uh,
Well, I didn't have a